А на сайте Бусти снова новые посты. Я теперь буду добавлять посты туда каждый день. Вот пост про игру Homefront. И еще один пост про игру Трудно быть богом. Кому интересны такие посты, проходите по ссылке в описании. Подписывайтесь на мою страничку и поддержите меня. А прежде чем мы начнем, хотелось бы напомнить про мою группу в ВК, ссылку на которую в описании вы найдете ко всем моим видео. Тут посты, опросы, всякие вот такие опросы, продолжаем или нет игры, нравятся программы, нравятся видео. Если вам нравится, вступайте в группу, поддержите меня лайком. Ну а мы начнем. Я вам всем здорово, с вами Дарк, вы на канале Dark Play, это Noire. Это отделка Джокер. Это продолжение прохождения Noire.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Меня помимили, короче, за связь.
Well, you don't see that every day. Son, you're a couple of slates short of a full roof. I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Hey, you think those Vice boys get any on the side?
Oh, Susie, you are so bad.
Beat her up so bad, I found him. I turned the table.
You know the way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Ой, блин, извиняюсь за голос, короче. Я микрофон забыл отпустить. 2 дома сгорело. Вот. Я не знаю, где. Куда поедем. Ну, поехали по умолчанию в дом Стефенсонов. Стефенсов, да, Стефенсы.
How long have you been working arson?
We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. Feeling down, hotshot? Need a buddy? We'll look somewhere else.
Какой-то неразговорчивый у меня напарник. Ой, хрен с ним. Он вообще-то работал один. Никогда не работал с напарником.
There isn't much left.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in your face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none on his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Steffen's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. And they come home to this.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
They don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is not a pile of rubble.
Where are they sleeping?
In the car. It's lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house. In the ruins. Terry lady is his wife.
We'll take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
He's the dirty cop from the newspaper.
Mr. Stevens? Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word?
Don Stevens.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
Gulliver Travel.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent.
Лотерейный билет.
Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Stevens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. The lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
The redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
GI houses?
Yeah, something like that.
That's all we need for the moment, Mr. Stevens.
All right.
Надо было это. Пожарьте с ним немножко. Я далеко был.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, Detective. Just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. You have an address for them?
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thanks. Any ideas?
We could hit the travel agent or try this suburbanly.
Так, турагентство Gulliver Travel или фонд развития пригородов. Вот что-то одно. У меня зеленая дама с ним.
Isn't that the cop who caught the guy that was pretending to be dead?
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
В Gulliver Travel путешествие. Я думаю, что они заодно. Gulliver Travel. Agency.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen? What can you tell us about the travel tickets that you issued to the Steffens family? Steffens, let me see, family of 5, I think. Trip by flying boat to Catalina Island. Tickets were issued last week and redeemed this weekend. Here they are, Steffens. The Sawyer family, Rosewood Avenue.
И Сойеры тоже, и Стефенсоны. Понятно. Ладно, я знаю, что это Стефенсы. Но я буду говорить Стефенсоны, потому что это...
Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotions mailing list covers half of LA.
Они заодно. Ну, давай тогда истина попробуем.
So they are not a government agency? I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions. I'm told the tickets were a prize. Yes, they were. You do a lot of these prizes. Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat. While the Steffens family was at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky? Christ. I'm sorry to hear that. Can you tell me who offered the prize they won? Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets.
Я так и знал, что
But
он
the reality
шпиздит.
is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who has won.
И кроме того,
Thanks
я
for your
знал,
help.
что они
No
заодно.
problem. Wish I could do something for that family. You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now. I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were a Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you? Good man, Cunningham. You're all right. Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but great.
Стоп.
What do you think?
The Steffens place, Phelps. I got a feeling we're not done there.
You can drive.
So where do you want to go?
У Стефенсов мы не все смотрели, оказывается, у Стефенсонов. Это как мне просто так удобнее говорить. А ты нафига так остановился-то? Чё мне? Что мне тут надо?
It doesn't appear to be connected. Nope.
Где? Чё? Куда?
Don't think this is any use to us. Optimistic, Cole.
Remember the dead lady they found under the train? She solved the case. Booked some barfly for the murder.
I hate what's happened to these people as much as you do, but it's a police matter now.
Help me out.
You seen the water heater? Only so many places to start with a fire like this.
Водонагреватель? Где он такой нормально?
That son of a bitch looks a lot like the cop who pointed the gun at me.
Isn't that the cop who caught the guy that was pretending to be dead?
Так, водонагреватель, он, наверное, где-то в этой. Ты нахуя так прыгаешь, блядь? Он обычно где-то в кухне рядом. Нахуя это?
I'm at a loss.
Evidence is hard to come by at a fire. We gotta search around.
Чё?
So what next?
You seen the water heater? Only so many places to start with a fire like this.
Remember the dead lady they found under the train? She solved the case. Booked some barfly for the murder.
Сейчас вернусь.
He's the dirty cop from the newspapers.
Что за водонагреватель, блядь? Вот он.
Recently serviced. Could be something to go on. I'm stumped. Ideas?
All right. Let's scope this suburban outfit.
Поехали.
Can you drive to this one?
All right.
Фонд
Where
развития
to?
пригородов.
Let me guess. You want to check out the suburban address?
Ну, а как? Ты сам мне это сказал,
Great
блин.
partners must think alike, Murphy.
Ты же сам мне это сказал, чтобы я поехал.
This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help. Elysian are investors in the suburban redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes. Have there been any other house fires?
This is arson. We get an average of 2 a night. Does that answer your question?
Ответил.
Hi, Albert. We've caught this case.
Hey, Biggs. We? You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about him.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson. A family of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater explosion.
Hey, another one.
Looks that way. Insta-Heat Model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month go back. Take a look around the yard and see what you can find.
Это мы к Сойерам поехали. Фонда нету на самом деле.
Mal,
You gonna stick it out, Cole?
I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids. All in bed from the looks of it. Oh, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death.
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater.
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete now before the department gets wind of it. I'm in arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal. I'd say that's firm but fair.
Так, подожди, мне сказали смотреть двор. Вокруг дома обойдем.
Hey, Biggs. Is this significant?
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detectives? This is the next door neighbor.
Detective Phelps. Can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere. But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Знаем.
Phelps, the guy across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire.
Hurry, you can still catch him.
Stop! LAPD!
See,
Stop on this fireboat! Stop right there! You lousy piece of shit! How dare you!
Давай! Вот!
I got you now!
Вот так вот. Приложил.
What's your name?
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires.
Some.
Watching them or setting them?
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
You're a naughty boy, aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
Что это такое? Косяк, что ли? Ну да, ну на косяк не похоже. Косяки по-другому.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, Detective.
Why have you got such a hard-on for this case? If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
But the reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
Lynch says we should visit him at Fire Station 32.
Who exactly is this guy, Lynch?
Lynch is a legend. You should feel privileged. He doesn't let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep your mouth shut, and you'll learn something about fires.
Куда поедем-то? Пожарное депо. А, так мы уже там. Пожарное депо 32.
I was kind of attached to the paint job, Cole.
What's up, fool? Я сейчас по Гонконгу английский.
KGPL to any central unit. Ambulance shooting. Any central unit. Identified.
Я не буду отвечать. Не хочу я перестрелку.
I wouldn't feel safe in a tank with you driving.
You know the way. You can drive.
Не проходи, блядь, я не хочу сам ехать. Если я хотел ехать, потому что там дела были эти всякие. А сейчас они повторяются одно и то же, блин.
We came as soon as we could.
Я не хочу.
What the hell?
Lynch.
Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
This the heater from the Sawyer fire, Al?
Yes, it is.
Original vardı. Adamda original vardı.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
Так, это игрушки уже пошли.
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
Так, я думаю, что сначала идет вот этот синенький. Потом вот этот беленький. Потом вот этот длинненький. Или нет? Синенький идет. Перед беленьким.
Good, your regulator's in position. Okay, I'll light your pilot and turn the gas on.
You pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
This America gonna understand. That's him. That's the cop. He tried to poke me in the nose.
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
What the hell?
Show?
The next fire. We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman character?
The guy's a freak. He loves fires. He's the kind of guy that we'd like for a lot of things, but we don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with.
Понятно. В общем, что-то скучно, это пожары. Никаких этих сюжетных поворотов, ничего нет. Ну, вот я думаю, пока.
I think he's a bit of a gangster, but he treats me nice. Someone ought to...
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
Иван Расич.
If the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. Hey! Fuck you!
This is no battle of wits between you and me. I never pick on an unarmed man.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
Advice?
Talk to the guy in charge. See what he says.
What a skunk. Walking out on his wife like that.
New and improved model. They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
I can tell you're lying.
$2
Your lips are moving.
You're a real asshole. You know that?
I said, if you're a producer, then I'm Lana Turner, Jack.
Знать бы еще, где он. Вот он.
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70, yeah. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
You employ accredited mechanics to do this.
We call them installers. Technically, they're gas fitters.
Installers, then?
They know what they're doing, Detective, if that's what you're trying to imply.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you. There, around a dozen of them.
Ooh,
Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
I used to be indecisive. Now I'm not so sure.
This is a long shot. We are not going to roust that whole list.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Juanito now.
Putting you through
You're
now.
a real asshole. You know that?
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Cutner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter. Previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Ryan Matthew. Charged for contempt of court. Attempted murder. Plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady. Your employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasick. Desperate times indeed. Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
Here. Happy now?
Stick around, Mr. Rasick.
My sister's always been lucky when it came to her weight.
Кропотка.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine.
Бляха. Куда? Петр Кропоткин. Общество анархистов. Короче, это как ничто не истина, все дозволено, короче. Анархисты этим пользуются. Но не только анархисты, еще ассасины. Это еще с тех времен это пошло.
Ryan wants the world to be a better place, don't we all?
Not sure this means much.
Мать ее.
Hope that helps, officer.
What now?
So check the lockers.
Все шкафчики. Они тоже анархисты.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Понятно, понятно. Беспорядок царит в умах, но беззаконие нарождаются с каждым днем. Люди все, короче, понятно. Анархия, мать порядка. Крикнул он. Хой!
My sister's always been lucky when it comes to her room.
Блядь. Челюсть долой, трупов вел он за собой.
Our company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive. Barley has a problem with bugs.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Rasic?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley. Where to, Phelps?
I said, if you're
I'm
a
stumped.
producer, then
Ideas?
I'm Lana Turner, Jack.
What do you think?
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley. Where to, Phelps?
Че, выходим, что ли?
Ooh, I wish I could afford that. I used to be indecisive. Now I'm not so sure. I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
Мне кажется, они работают...
Help me out.
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley. Where to, Phelps?
You're a real asshole. You know that?
Мне кажется, они работают заодно.
This is no battle of wits between you and me. I never pick on an unarmed.
You can drive.
So where do you want to go?
Noire.
Kate.
Это скучное дело какое-то.
Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
Let's just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Hold it, Ryan. I said,
son of a bitch.
Зараза.
Those are GI's backyards he's crashing through.
The damage is only cosmetic.
He's a one-man wrecking ball.
Move in. I'll take out the van. He's in a company van and he's losing us. Some partner I got.
Вот сука. Газман, сука, скрылся. Газман. Оф.
Can't believe my eyes.
Put your hands where I can see them.
Самое неудачное удачное, наоборот, преследование за всю историю игры.
Why did you run, Ryan?
I was
В самом
scared.
начале
You got a
перевернулся
reason to be
нахуй.
scared, Ryan?
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
Так, теперь надо второго ловить. Второго газмена.
Can you drive to this one?
Fine. Where are we headed?
Я Райана поймал. Теперь надо Клеменса поймать. Двое из них анархисты, короче. И у одного из них есть москитная это спираль.
Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers and we want them quick.
Okay, okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
You know Reginald Barley?
No? Can't say I do.
You have a real viper's nest at Insta-Heat, don't you? Arsonists, murderers, communists.
What's that got to do with me? You can't prove I'm behind all that. Look, I've been cooperative. How about letting me get back to work?
Бля, Варли.
You were licensed and worked for InstaHeat?
I contract for them. So what?
InstaHeat hires arsonists, does it?
I've worked as a fitter all my life. Put everything I had into that house. And my fucking mud shark of a wife gets awarded it in the settlement. She's blowing spics 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watched it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
Sorry about the rouse, Clemens. You did the right thing.
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No. Don't know the name.
You and Ryan are fifth columnists.
And how do you figure that, wise guy? What proof do you have? Been following me to meetings? I am not now, nor have I ever been, a member of the Communist Party. Nice try, copper.
Clemens, for someone with your record, I would expect a little more cooperation.
What's rabbit? Делать такое тебе незаурядное.
You know the way. You can drive.
So where do you want to go?
Теперь Варли ловим.
Farley's on the run. He might be packing heat. If he's wanted for murder, I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
In 1917. You know, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel.
Морская пехота.
LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Come on, Varley. You can't keep running forever. You run all the way from Michigan, Reginald?
Ellie! Stop or I will shoot! Why did you run from us, Varley?
I'm gonna take a wild guess that you're the same Reginald Varley the Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you.
Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, you're a guest of the city.
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer. You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
И нахера Вьюшерская ехать. Что оно там мне сделает, это Вьюшерская,
KTI.
Допросы. Так, там надо этого допросить, которого придурком поймали.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Is somebody gonna tell
I
us
have
what
two
the hell's
suspects.
going on?
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
Drake. I got the jitters again.
Save yourself some time and get this thing off your chest.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
You expect me to believe that, Ryan? I could do it myself.
Believe whatever you want, Flatfoot. You're part of the conspiracy.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies. They're arranging for people to be out of town while you burn their houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Varley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do.
Надо было сначала
So does
улететь,
every
значит.
reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So InstaHeat is to blame for all of your problems.
I didn't say that.
You have a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
Which company?
Hephaestus Water Heater Company.
That's it for the moment, Ryan.
So I can go?
Sure. As soon as your red friends storm the building and carry out, you'll keep your seat until we decide how long to lock you up for, knucklehead. I think Ryan is our man, but procedure says we eliminate all of the suspects. Let's speak to Varley.
Well, you don't see that every day. That's him. That's the cop. He tried to poke me in the nose.
God damn!
That bum took a swipe at me, so I put him down in my sap.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
No.
1947, not 1927. Of course a girl can ask a fella out.
Мне надо во вторую дверь попасть.
Coroner says it's gonna be at least a week to get an ID.
Вот он.
If you were twice as smart, you'd still be stupid.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
Так, подожди-ка. Это Варли? Да.
Why are you lying to me, Barley? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there. Suburban, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener. I think he played him, though, because he still wouldn't sell.
What would reversing the diaphragm of an Instaheat Model 70 do?
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire? Huh?
Противомоскитная спираль, которую мы нашли у тебя.
Arsonists use cigarettes and mosquito coils as time delay fuses. We found an open box
No.
of mosquito coils in your locker.
Whoa, hang on! Those things, they belong to Ryan, all right? He asked me to hold them because his locker's full of stupid pamphlets. I thought he used them for camping.
Reginald Barley, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
I'm no cold-blooded criminal. I could never burn up a whole family in their home.
Ладно, посадили кого? Кого посадили, того и посадили.
How is it? No, just keep your mouth shut and listen to me for a second. How is it you can bring no less than 3 suspects into my station, conduct extensive interviews, sift through mountains of evidence with Lynch and Pinker, and still manage to charge the wrong fucking guy? I took a chance on you, Phelps. People said I was crazy, and you made me look like a jerk. You may not be much of an arson investigator, but I hear you're merciless on the beat. Get going.
Что-то сдавать надо. Ну, так себе. Одну улику не нашел. Сейчас посмотрим. Градус ожидания. Опять флешбеки.
2 blocks behind 1st and 2nd.
We have more buildings to clear. You know our orders,
There's
Sergeant.
barely a building left standing or not on fire in your zone, Cole. Is your sector full of Japs?
Questioning my command.
The captain doesn't want anyone falling behind.
Tell the captain we will join him when the job is done.
Just give us the word, Sarge. We'll take care of him. He should be sectioned. That Jap lover's a fucking liability.
We're here to kill Japs, not our own people.
Star-crossed son of a bitch. No one wants to serve under him. He's bad fucking luck.
Can it? We have a job to do here. If I can live with it, you can too.
Прогулка по Елисейским полям. Следующая миссия. Ну то есть не миссия, а дело. Номер какое? Ой, не помню. Ладно, все. Смотрим.
House fire. Bad one. At least 4 Vicks. Get out there and find out what you can. The address is 650 North Hobart.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Ну что, всем спасибо, что посмотрели это видео до конца. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь на канал, вступайте в группу ВКонтакте, нажимайте на колокольчик, включайте все уведомления. И не забывайте про Бусти, этим вы поддерживаете меня. Тем, что подписывайтесь на Бусти, все ссылки в описании под этим видео. А на сегодня все. Удачи, да пребудут с вами пиксели.